Hey everybody, Raven here, and today I want to talk about the grading company known as PCI, their coin slabs, the way that their coins seem to be overly toned in a unnatural sense. And to give you a little bit of background information, in 2015, this company was actually sued for racketeering and fraud because their coins were being sold as overgraded and overpriced, and even they were selling cleaned coins and counterfeit coins. And as you can see here, a plethora of toned coins. Well, I have three, but toned coins that were obviously artificially toned. I've managed to collect these couple over the last 6 months or so because I wanted to talk about this whole this company, the way things that they grade, and why, in a weird way, in a twist, now dealers are actually collecting some of their stuff, including myself, because it's interesting to see where things have happened in the past with grading and the way companies get away from misrepresenting their stuff. To give you an idea, right here, this one says it's an 1899 MS63 proof quality, or so they're trying to say it's a proof like. Its toning is ridiculously orange and interesting to say the least. This one, you turn it over and the toning goes to the reverse. Now here's the thing, it is doing a bullseye toning, but back here it is broken. And honestly, this coin, the grade that it's getting, when I looked at this under a microscope, or I mean a coin scope, it really is actually a nice coin. This coin, if it hadn't been cleaned or messed with, might get a good grade, a little bit even higher than what it says in this holder. But it comes down to, how did this holder produce this kind of toning? Some speculate that it's the paper that they use in there, the plastic, or they're putting some kind of chemical on the coins to get them to tone these unnatural colors that you really don't see. I see some coins like Silver Eagles that have gold, straight yellow toning, and it looks like a sunburst. This next one's a piece dollar, PCI MS64 Plus. Now, when you look at the coin itself, this coin is a nice coin. Great detail and everything. No real big scratches, nothing like that. But the toning is almost unbelievable because it's very hard to find piece dollars that have really good toning. And toning like this all across one color is interesting. I mean, it does have some blues, some reds, but it goes to that off goldish color, and the reverse is absolutely clean. Again, it was brought up in the court case against this company that there was questions about how they process their coins, the holders and everything. Are they cleaning the coins and putting chemicals in there on purpose? And multiple other grading companies, NGC, PCGS, Heritage Auctions, they all said that there was stuff wrong with PCI's methods and what they were doing. Now, this coin here says it's an MS65 Plus. And honestly, when you look at it, it's probably a solid 64. But still, you have one side, just the toning is actually beautiful. I mean, I think that is probably one of the gorgeous tones that I've seen on a coin in a while, but it's nothing looks natural about it, The only thing that's working in its favor is it is in a bullseye toning, but when you look closer, you can see there's rim damage here, and stuff that would actually make this coin possibly not even grade a straight grade if it was taken out and dipped to get rid of the toning. A lot of people don't know that you can actually dip coins to get rid of toning. There's a lot of coin shops and dealers that'll do that don't like toning. But it's really kind of surprising to see this time and time again. It's very rare that I come across a PCI holder that doesn't have some kind of crazy toning. And when you do, that's their first iteration they actually started out as a legit company. And from what I could tell by reading the court case and everything is that, over time, they got really greedy. The reason that they lost $2.2 million is they sold a family coins time and time again, saying that they were these high grade, really sought after coins. And in some cases, there was coins that were counterfeit, really nice coins. There was even it was a $2.50. I think it was a 1914, if I remember, or maybe a 1911, but it had a Denver Mint mark, and it was actually a counterfeit coin. They had sold to the family for quite a bit. There was also some St. Gaudens that were sold to the families that turned out being cleaned, polished, and, but represented as having full grades. So nowadays, I had mentioned before that dealers are now starting to collect these. I think part of it is kind of because they know that the company had been in trouble at some point. Two, some people really like the artificial toning. I know a dealer that seeks these out, loves them, puts them in his case, and he doesn't really sell them. I bought these three. I actually paid up for these because I wanted to do this video and talk about buyer beware and making sure that you know what you're doing when you're looking at toned coins and coin companies that do grading services. I've had a couple people reach out that want to buy these, coin dealers and even people from the Nest, and honestly, like I said, I paid up for these. I paid on average $175 a piece for each of these coins simply to be able to do this video, talk about it. I've had people, like I said, inquire about these, and some actually still want to buy them even though they know that it's artificial toning. They know that the company's been in trouble, so it's really kind of a conversation piece in their case or their collection. And some people think that the toning is really beautiful. I mean, this is honestly a really pretty, if this was natural and you saw this, that would be a cool coin to have all day long, especially with the other side being blast white. And what they were trying to do was make it seem like this coin was an Ender coin on a roll. So, if you see these and you think they're cool, understand that the value is more in the novelty than the actual collector value. If you want to correspond, it's ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com. Our P.O. Box is 721296, Norman, Oklahoma 73070. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. Ravenhawk Coins, have a great day.